How many isekais have ended with the main character blowing off a girl's head? Like, come on now. Now, I swear to God, if my boy can actually take on God's wrath and survive it, just give him the kingdom at this point. Oh, shit. She going crazy now. You know how in Gachakuda everyone wants to bang that psycho bitch in the tower right now? That psycho bitch is what she would end up being to you. Don't stick your dick in crazy. Here's the thing, yeah, do we get a lot of isekai every season, every year? Absolutely. But how many of those isekai can you say, with a straight face, no bullshit, no misdirect, no clickbait, that the isekai ends with the main character Detroit smashing his ex's face? I don't think you can say that about many, and for that, Ugly Mug Epic Fighter, you better get a season 2. Now you make sure you drop a like on this video, show your support, subscribe if you're new around here, and Patreon's where you catch my full live reactions to every single episode of this wonderful series and more, if you also want to help fund the channel and videos just like these. So we've been watching it every week over on Patreon, been loving it. Sadly, YouTube, shit taste, didn't want too many videos on it, so alas, you know, you get a final episode, and if it does get season 2, probably no more videos. But this has been a good show. And I think probably one of the strongest finales of an isekai that I've seen this year. Like, am I going to say it's my overall favorite isekai of the season? No. But is it above average and actually a pretty great isekai that did a lot different and isn't like your run-of-the-mill generic bullshit? 100%. What's really weird to me, though, is that the first episode wasn't generic. It was legitimately good and different. So it's weird that, like, it's not a case of, oh, you just had to get 3 or 4 episodes in to see the greatness. No, it was pretty great from episode 1. But yes, the longer you watch it, the more you realize characters aren't surface level. And I think the way everyone tied together, one of the complaints that I saw about this show is that, oh, it's predictable, it's stupid, every character in this show is related to the main character. Like, he helped them in the past, blah, blah, blah. But that factually isn't true. But also there's a very obvious reasons why the characters we do focus on that happens. So this is a world where a menu screen pops up, says insert your details, you're going to Isekai Land. And if they did it, they go to Isekai Land. And for the most part, it seemingly happened to people who are really depressed, and that's why most of the menu systems were pretty much penalized for them. The idea that everyone is connected to this man who, you know, helped them in different ways. The latest episode, last episode, it's of course one of our central girls who we knew was being bullied in a park. He helped her, blah, blah, blah. An isekai world that targets the vulnerable, right? It's pretty natural that a system, because the central crew, they all were summoned at the same time in the same building. Is it really hard to believe that the system that summoned them also connected them on purpose? Like, oh, they have a little spider's web connecting them because of their past. We'll keep them together in this world. I mean, that just makes sense. And to confirm the fact that not everyone does know him, the bandits we fought, I assume 95% of the people who go to their company, so they made a company in the past few episodes where, you know, it's designed to find them jobs that will compensate for their system menu so that they're not punished, because a lot of them, you know, they have like a penalty because of what they put into the system. So we can safely say a majority of the world is not connected to our big boy. However, the central characters we focus on and have, you know, personal relationships with, they are. And that's only like 4 to like 7 characters. Well, I guess like 6 or 7 characters, which might seem like a lot at face value, but when you consider the hundreds of thousands, if not millions, that are in this world that are all isekai'd, it's not that much. And I think that's kind of one of the charms. And it's weird because, like, I don't really disagree that, like, it's weird for people to maybe say, hey, isn't it a little odd everyone's connected to him? But if you do take a moment to think about it, and some people have used that comment as a criticism, like, oh, it's like, but it's not, though. There's more characters that don't know him than do. It's just the central characters. Is what it is. I mean, you started the show off with a dude who got falsely accused, and I'm thinking every girl, I'm like, oh, it's going to be her. And then the twist about it being the sister, so the psycho bitch who's like, I want to be in a relationship with you. And he says no, and he's like, well, now you're my ex, I'm going to kill you and ruin your life. And you're like, oh, okay. And it turns out she was the sister. Like, the show just had an identity. It felt like it should fit into a box, like a pre-constructed box. You're like, I know what this is going to do. But like, here's the best example. I forget what episode, few episodes ago, We meet this hot woman, right? I'm like, oh, that's the girl who accused him. The character design, everything, her energy, she didn't want anything. I was like, that has to be her. Nope. Much better character than I ever thought. Like, I've seen so much anime, and it's not just Isekai this year, but this year in general has made my track record of predicting things, a majority of the time I get it wrong. And that's great because it means I'm surprised when shit happens. But like, this show, at face value, if you were to show me in a poster lineup, I'd say, oh, that's the predictable show of the season. Yeah, it's got a fat main character, but I can probably see where everything's gonna go. I couldn't at all. I mean, this show, if it never got a season 2, it'd be okay. Like, yeah, it's open-ended, there's still a lot left to explore, but I feel satisfied. I felt like they explored the cast very well. I felt like I understood all of the central party members exceptionally well. I'm leaving them off in a situation where they have a company that they're working at, they seemingly enjoy, they're helping people. Yeah, the crazy ex is still out there, hopefully we beat a few brain cells into her, but at the end of the day, like, you can't say it's an unfulfilled ending. It's an open-ended ending, but it's not unfulfilled, cliffhanger, go read the manga, go read that light novel. No, it's like, you could do that, but if you left it here, it'd be good. Do I want a season 2? 100%. It was definitely one of the ones that I enjoyed the most in terms of that isekai genre of this year. I'm not gonna say it's my favorite isekai of the season. That would still go to Apocalypse Bringer. But I can't deny, like, it's not, so many shows like these get labeled as, oh, it's isekai trash, it's generic. It's not, though. I would honestly argue the 2020s has more isekai that are doing something creative than generic bullshit. The generic bullshit does exist, but I would personally argue there's far more battle shonens that are run-of-the-mill and basically are the same show over and over than there are isekai anymore. You could probably have argued in the 2010s there was more generic, like everything was like, oh, here's Kirito in 10 different shows. But that's no longer the case. And I don't know if it's a case of just because we are adapting more because isekai is such a popular medium, production committees are trying to fund as much as possible, or if we're just finally getting better authors. I don't know. But either way, not generic, not basic bitch, not no. Art was great, pretty good animations in certain fight scenes. I mean, that whole scene of him flying, like, he goes into a Mob Psycho 100 extra dimension and Dragon Ball laser fires all over the place. Like, this shit was the farthest thing from average, and it's just a damn shame that so many people slept on it. So, you know, we'll see. Hopefully it gets a season 2, but I could leave here a very happy camper. Let me know what you thought, though, of Ugly Mug Epic Fighter. I jumped aboard on this after a few episodes were out, and I wish I jumped aboard from episode 1. This was great, and all it proves is you gotta keep watching all the isekai every season, because you never know which one's gonna be great. Your thoughts, though, drop a like, share your support on this video, subscribe if you're new around here, and Patreon is yes, where you catch my full live reactions to all this and more. Like, hey, I also like to give video shoutouts to my patrons. Alright, so today we got Lithium Dragon, AJ Travara, Plays World, Mobita, Himi Meow Toga, Misto Dreamer, Kusho, Sebastian Price, and we also have Jules. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. Y'all have a good one.